calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerge from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now on 2nd and 13, Lawrence. Left side complete to Lockett. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's third down. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Here's Lawrence. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. This defense for the Chiefs, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Dancing to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a tough throw for a right-handed quarterback, rolling out to his left. and trying to get the ball to a receiver. We've seen all those drills where they're trying to get the shoulders square and point it towards the target downfield.
The kick by Lambeau is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Powerful running. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd down, back to Edwards-Helaire. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Now Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown. Oh, there is a marker on the field. The celebration may be short-lived. Let's see. So the illegal forward pass also cost him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. To throw, it's Mahomes. Now a swing pass, it's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Flushed out right. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, on is the punter, Colby Wadman. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And the Chiefs are going to get him. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. And that's complete ETN out of the backfield. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
being chased out left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
To throw again on second down. Lawrence. He'll find ETN out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score, Chiefs 7, Jaguars 3.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now ETN to start the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he stopped immediately there. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And they'll run with ETN. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Lawrence will throw. Rolling to his right. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Mark Andrews, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead is now 10-7. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. Nice.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Chiefs will take over here at their own 14-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has it.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to air one out. This is intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Second down and goal. Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Mark Andrews as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lambeau to add on the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he...
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
Final preparations being made for the second half, both in terms of game plan and also hydration, because humidity is really going to catch up to these guys, no doubt. And for the call of the second half, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
Yeah, Coach. Hey, that goes for the announcers, too. No AC in this booth, so we've got a mash unit of empty water bottles up here as well. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They fake the give. Now Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Now Edwards-Helaire. He'll have another first down and more. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, They know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it second down. Now Lawrence. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. Well, it doesn't matter where you put him, lined up in the backfield or split out like he was there. He can be a weapon when he gets that ball in his hands. Lawrence, he'll buy some time right. He'll get this off to Etienne. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. Flush to his right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
And Lambo will put this one through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll get that underneath Etienne. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That is caught at the 7. Touchdown! Tyler Lockett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do, because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Three quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And the Jags are going to have it here just past the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Lawrence going to kick this outside to Shenault. A gain of 6 there on first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On play action, Lawrence. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. Here's a give to Etienne. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Etienne once more. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it'll be 3rd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Buying time to his left. He hits his target, Lockett. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Another tote for Etienne. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 31 yards on the punt there. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. Finding Kelsey. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Mahomes to throw it. Past the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Mahomes. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. Well, I know it points to this when you want.